Okay, so this was just wild. The other day I was watching the Boston Bruins play against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm sure you've seen this story come out by now. The Bruins ended up winning this game 3-2 in a shootout, and it was one of the best games of the year so far. But unfortunately, this was taken aback by a very weird play between Brad Marchand and Timothy Liljegren. Now, when going to the boards, both of these two players got tangled up, and it looked like they both kind of lost an edge, but Liljegren got sent into the boards, and it looks like he's going to be injured and placed on LTIR for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, the big story here is whether or not people think this is a dirty hit from Marchand and the response from both the Bruins and the Leafs after the play. Now, Liljegren goes down and the entire world is saying, what is Wes McCauley looking at? He's got to be calling this play at least as a power play, but the Leafs get nothing, and right after the play, Liljegren goes to the tunnel and Brad Marchand immediately starts chirping the Leafs bench. And if you look at the Leafs players in this scenario, they all look like they could care less. Not a single one of them looks like they're ready to stand up for their teammate, and the fact that they just picked up Reeves and Bertuzzi and this is the response you get, it's kind of scary if you're a Leafs fan. I mean, the biggest thing we wanted to see from this team this year was grit and a little bit more hard-nosed physical hockey, and it doesn't seem like those players you acquired are looking to do that. I mean, Bertuzzi right before the game was asked what his thoughts were on Marchand and if he basically knew what edge he was going to bring because he was his teammate, and Bertuzzi just said he was a nice guy. I mean, that's it. You're not going to go out there and chirp him? I mean, he was your teammate, but you look like you're not even interested in playing with the Leafs this year. I mean, look at your smile on the bench. Your player just got injured, your teammate, and you're just sitting there laughing? That's not a good look. And I know Reeves can't go out and fight him. Obviously, he wasn't on the ice, and he's like 3 weight classes bigger than Marchand, but you have to have somebody go out there and pick a fight with Marshy. I mean, whether you think it was a dirty play or not, you injured one of our players. Let's get back at him. I mean, this is just a bad look for the Leafs, I feel like. Then Sheldon Keefe comes out and starts saying how he hated the response from his players, which is kind of ironic because you're the one who sets the tone for your team. So you got to tell these guys, hey, if one of our guys goes down or if there's a dirty play, you respond, you get in there, you fight, you pick the play up, and it just doesn't feel like that's the message being sent through the locker room. I don't know if that's the best way to look at it, but in terms of the hit, I don't think it was incredibly dirty. I do think Marshy deserves no benefits here because he's the most fined and suspended player in NHL history. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this play was dirty? Are you mad at Wes McCauley for the call? Or do you think that the Leafs were just soft with their response to this entire situation? Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.